Hey guys, it's Annie. Welcome. Today we are talking all things money manifestation, wealth, abundance, attraction, and really just accessing that freedom, financial freedom, getting into the energy of that. I will be giving away 2 books in this video, so there will be 2 winners. And the books are You Are a Badass at Making Money and A Happy Pocket Full of Money. Those are 2 of my favorite money mindset, money manifestation books. So the details to win that will be down below, and I'll also share those at the end. But you must be a subscriber to be one of those 2 winners, so make sure to subscribe if you're not already and you're interested in that. This is a subject that I personally love because, as many of you know my story, just a few years back I was babysitting for $10 an hour, broke, depressed, all of those details. If you don't know my story, I have videos on it, go check those out. But now, I've had 2 6-figure years in a row, and it has not been through crazy hustle, struggle, staying up all hours of the night just to get that money. It has not been any of that. I don't use weird, crazy sales strategy or have any like really intense business structure at all. It's been a lot of energetic work and mindset work and manifestation tools. Part of my message within that is, if I can do that, if I can go from being like an ADHD C student in high school who could not focus and did not have any perception of thought that I would ever be able to make 6 figures independently, then you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm to the point now where I'm like, sure, I can become a millionaire. It's all energy anyway. I'm a magnet at attracting things that I'm a vibrational match for, and I am so a vibrational match for freedom and to just have that financial freedom and to be able to live a life of travel and not be held back by any worldly restrictions in that way. One of the first things I want to share is that one thing that held me back from money and money manifestation were the technical worldly things. Like, I was stressed out when it came to numbers and organization and banking and taxes. I was like, I don't like any of this, so I'm gonna hide. I'm not gonna look at my bank account. I'm gonna hide. Money is scaring me. Let's just like look away. And what kind of energy is that putting out to the universe? Is that expansive, open energy? Like the energy of freedom, the energy of wealth? Or is that like, fearful energy, restrictive energy, play it small energy? I'll let you decide for yourself, but for me, that feels like very restrictive, tense, dense, not expansive energy whatsoever. So I had to get comfortable with that. I had to get comfortable with spending money, not cringing every time I spend money, not cringing every time I go to open my bank account and look at the numbers, not cringing every time I pay taxes. So I'm really excited to announce that this video is sponsored by Found, which is business banking for the self-employed. This is something I'm so excited about personally because I was like, taxes, organization of money, numbers, that is not my thing. I like to be in flow, but I'm so happy for this now because it's all in one. And if you're like, I'm not self-employed, this doesn't resonate with me. Well, first and foremost, side note, I believe that true financial abundance is going to come from outside of having a 9-to-5 job. And I'm not saying you have to go and leave your 9-to-5 job now, but there are limitless other sources of income, and you can start something small. And I truly believe that's where you will find much more power in money manifestation. So stop limiting it to, oh, I can only make money from this one paycheck that I get once a month or twice a month. I recommend starting some sort of side hustle, and that generally will fall under the category of self-employment. And this is a great first step. I'm gonna open the Found app now. I took some screen recordings before I input all of my information just because privacy. Don't need to show you all of that. But it's amazing. It's a business banking account. It has expense tracking. It has tax withholding, business reports. It has invoicing. If you have clients, they can pay you directly into Found. They send out your own business banking debit card. So cool. You can take photos and track receipts for taxes, all of those details within this one space. Seriously, if you own your own business or are thinking of starting your own business or side hustle, check it out. I will link it down below. Found, it's amazing. There are no monthly fees or credit checks. It's free to start, so sign up. I'm personally in, and I'm so grateful to have found because I just feel this weight lifting off of me with all of those details. And that's what we really want. We want to take the pressure off. Less pressure around money, the more we can open up to receiving more. So again, thank you Found for sponsoring this video. Start your own account for free, clicking down below. Once again, check them out. Such an aligned partnership to be working with them for this video. And that leads me to the next part of money manifestation and opening up to abundance. I know people will see this video and go, oh, there's a sponsorship? I'm mad. How dare you make money by talking about money and getting sponsorships? And I'm angry. Like, people respond that way. And again, going back to the energy of freedom and abundance. Getting angry and shutting down seeing another human making money? How dare you make money in your career? And share with me how you make money in your career. Like, it doesn't make sense. So if you're someone who does feel that trigger of like, they're making money doing their job in a way that I am not, if you feel that, like, this is your signal right now to go, oh, dang, that is actually the opposite energy of what abundance feels like. If you're getting mad at other people having opportunities and making money, you are blocking yourself from making money because you're giving the signal to the universe of making money is bad. I'm mad that they're making money. The universe is going, okay, well, you clearly are not a fan of money making in any form or way, so let's cut you off from it. Does that make sense to you? And talking again about the energy of making money, the energy of abundance. Why do you want money? I believe for most people, under all of the foggy cloudedness of their perception, under all of the ego and like, I want money so I can have things and impress people and, you know, those kind of details, under all of it, people want money so that they can feel free. They can have financial freedom. And what does freedom feel like? We want to manifest feelings. We only want the money because we want to feel free. What does freedom feel like? Can you really think about tapping into your body? Even if you've never felt financially free or free in your life, how do you think it would feel? It would feel like a weight's lifted, like a sigh of relief, like clarity, like expansive energy, right? That is what freedom would feel like. So every time you're getting triggered by money or someone else making money or having opportunities, and you're tensing up and going, no, I don't want that for you. I'm angry, tense. And maybe you're not that extreme with it, but there's like this twinge of, I want that. That is not the feeling of freedom at all. That's the feeling of restriction. That's the feeling of actually wanting to damper another person's freedom. How dare they make money? How dare they have financial freedom? Oh, no, if they have it, I can't have it. No, if they have it, that means it's possible for you. And the more that we look down on that and we want to suppress others' experience of that, the more we're just doing that for ourselves. We're suppressing our energy. We're suppressing our freedom. And I challenge you to look at the way you've been perceiving money. Look at the way you've been perceiving people who have money. Yes, There are people out there who have tons of money and they are not great people. They're doing corrupt things. So maybe you're looking at money and going, oh, people with money are bad. So she's making money, she's probably bad because bad people have a lot of money. No. And also I would love to challenge your perception of bad people. There are wounded people. That is just a whole nother conversation. But if we are going to use the term bad people, wounded people are in all walks of life. I've met some of the most kind, open-hearted, caring, best human beings who are multimillionaires. I've also been around people who have very little money who are not nice, very rude, very aggressive humans. And I've also met people who don't have a lot of money who are great people. I've also met people who have a lot of money who are terrible. So in my experience, the amount of money a person has nothing to do with the quality of human they're being. Really looking into what meaning have you been giving money? What meaning are you giving people who have money? Are you viewing money as if they have more, that means I have less? Or I can't have more because if I have more, that means I'm taking away from someone else? Because I'm challenging you on that right now. That is not the truth. The more money you have as a good human, as a human who wants to help other humans, the more you can actually help other humans. The more you can power that purpose financially. There's nothing wrong with having money. I believe that to really gain freedom, there are actually two ways to gain freedom. Some people choose the path of like getting off grid, like I'm gonna go buy a plot of land and live off the land and slowly fade out of the financial system and just be fully self-sustainable. Great. If that's what you want, do that. More power to you. I think that's awesome and such an adventure of a life to live. But on the other hand, you can also increase your financial abundance and leave the matrix that way by playing in it. Free yourself from it by playing in it, by accessing abundance, by shifting your mindset and energy around the way you view money and stop viewing it as a limited thing. There are infinite amounts of ways to make money. There are infinite amounts of ways to gain abundance and wealth and everything. But we look at things from a limited lens. We're like, I was taught you have to have a 9-to-5 job, be in the system in this way, and that's it. The thing is, our public schooling system have trained people to believe that you have to be worker bees and you have to follow the leader at all times, and that's just how it is. There is no other way. We're trained in school to be employees. That is why I am grateful now that I was an ADHD, yes, diagnosed as an adult ADHD, previously C student in high school who could not pay attention and didn't learn to follow the rules in that way. Like, my naturally scattered brain actually helped me out because it made me go, I can't follow these rules. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I cannot for the life of me pay attention. And actually, some of the most successful human beings, the most wealthy human beings, aren't the people who just got straight A's in high school and went off to be doctors. Yes, they make great money, but the most wealthy people in the world oftentimes did not do good in school because they weren't following this structure of how you have to be to be a successful member of society. So break out of the box, break out of the limitations. No more of that. We don't need to do that anymore. And looking at all of the endless amounts of jobs that people are now creating for themselves online, you can literally do anything and have any internet-based business that you can start from home. Look outside of the box. Whatever is happening around you in your family, in your town, any of those limitations, look at all of the examples of how those limitations are false views. You can do anything. What do you want to do? There are never ending amounts of sources of learning online. How to start a business, how to start a YouTube, how to do this, how to do that. You can literally do anything. So by going, how am I supposed to make more money in this 9-to-5 job? I don't get it. You're not. You're limited in that. And yes, you can still stay in it. Maybe you love your job, but you can also do other things. Open up the possibilities for yourself. And one of the biggest ways I've learned to expand my wealth consciousness, my freedom, is by investing in myself. And people sometimes have this disconnect because they're like, wait, but I'm gonna spend money? But how am I supposed to make money if I'm spending money? That's energy. It goes out, it comes in, keeping it circulating. If you're like clenching onto all of your money, like hoarding it all the time, you're having a very limited mindset around money. You're going, I can't spend it because it might never come back. And again, what are you telling the universe when you're saying that? I don't attract money. I have to hold on to it because it's not gonna come back. Every time I've invested in myself, in a coach, in my coaching certification program, in masterminds, I expand in those groups because there are a bunch of other people. We're learning together, we're growing together, we're inspiring each other, we're seeing each other's successes and accomplishments and celebrating constantly. And we're just growing and evolving in that energy at all times. And I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on masterminds, my certification, mentoring, all of it. And it has always paid off. I've grown and learned and evolved so much. You've seen how much I've grown. It's not just because I'm sitting here like, trying to guess my way into how do people do all this stuff. No, I'm getting myself in the energy. I'm doing what's uncomfortable and spending money, which is really just investing in myself, and it pays off. So a huge piece that I recommend, invest in yourself. You can take small classes and courses. You guys probably know I have my Master Manifestor membership. That's $55 a month. That's a great place to start. There's group coaching, workshops, like everything that I learn, I'm mentoring there. And if I'm gonna be honest right now, I'll be completely transparent. I spend currently $2,000 a month, $2,000 a month on my personal mentors. And then I share with you in my coaching as well as the membership, all of what I know for a much lower price, you know? So you can start off with things like that. Or I also have my one-on-one coaching. There are masterminds. There are so many things. And yes, trust me, every single time I've invested in myself and my learning and my growth that way, it's been scary. It's never been the case of, oh yeah, I just have $10,000 lying around, no big deal. It's like, oh my gosh, this mastermind costs $10,000, but I feel the pull to be in it. This is scary. I don't know, like, how can I make this work? Can I put some of the money on a credit card? Like, what could I do? Like, what business opportunities, what like things could I create to make this work? And then I do it. And guess what? Every single time the money comes back because I'm willing to grow and I'm willing to take that plunge, and I'm not just basing what I do in life based off of my current reality, like based off of, oh, I will only do it once I have it and it can be a comfortable decision that I make. No. Same with my recent trip to Tulum with my friends. I had never gone on a friend vacation. I did like local Airbnbs and stuff, but never like flying somewhere and doing all of these activities like scuba diving and like private chefs and massages. And I was like, even though I'm making money, I have a lot of expenses. That's a big pressure to add on my plate. How am I gonna do it? But it's my friend's birthday and I feel really pulled, and I hear how magical Tulum is. So even though I'm like, I don't know if I can do it, like it's scary, here's the thing, I know I can do it. It's just pressure, and I'm gonna have to put some energy into allowing this to happen. But it started with me making the decision of, yes, I'm in. I'm a little tight right now on where my finances are going, but I'm gonna do it. I feel the pull, and I did it, and opportunities came to me. Sponsorship opportunities came to me. Clients came to me. They had no idea I made this decision to go on this trip, to, you know, spend this extra several $1,000s to go on this vacation. But the universe knew, and the universe is like, oh, reward. We're sending things her way because she is leaning in to knowing that she is supported. Because I know that life and the universe and this experience is limitless. Look for examples of how expansive and limitless we are. Even the nature of being a human, we constantly reproduce. We are limitless and abundant in creating more humans. Humans constantly creating more humans. Look at the trees. Trees are a great example of abundance. Any plant is a great example of abundance. Take a fruit tree, for example. It grows, it creates fruit. This fruit not only feeds us infinitely, but it also creates more seeds, which there create more trees or plants or bushes or whatever that create more of that fruit. Like, it's never ending. It's always constantly providing. Look at the universe. That's one of the biggest examples for proofs of abundance that I love to look at. Like, the fact that we feel so consumed at this human experience, but when you zoom far, 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 far out, we are floating on basically a speck of dust in an expansive, never-ending universe, never-ending stars in the sky, never-ending space. Look at the stars at night, like, whoa, so many opportunities. With all of that out there, there are limitless possibilities of what could be possible, opportunities, miracles, so much. But we hyper-focus in on this one little experience and we box ourselves in and we don't see that there are so many things that we can do. The job that you're doing right now, that one source of income that you're currently having and viewing as this is my only opportunity, this is the only thing I can do, this is it. It's not it. Look around. You're not stuck. You are not stuck there. It might be uncomfortable to change things. That doesn't mean it's impossible. It's not impossible. It's very much possible. You are not stuck. So start getting curious about what else could I do? What else could I do? And ask yourself expansive questions. Like, how could I make more money? Where can I look for examples of other people doing things that I want to do? And instead of getting jealous or envious of them, looking at them as, oh, this is proof that I can do that too. Just because another person is doing what you want to do does not mean you cannot do it. Whatever that person is doing and helping other humans with, there are millions and millions of other humans that need that help as well. And that one singular person doing the thing that you want to do cannot help all of the millions of people. The universe needs you to step up into what you're meant for. And also, on the side of looking for abundance, a little tool that I love to use is signs of abundance. I love angel numbers, guiding angel numbers. The number 8 is all about abundance. So every time I see like repetitive 8s, like 888, or here is your table number and it just so happens to be number 88, or wherever you're seeing it, I'm just like, reminder of abundance. That's a sign of the universe saying, here, abundance, you are abundant. Abundance is coming, abundance is here. Bees are another sign of abundance. So rather than getting terrified when you see bees around, go, oh my gosh, I'm abundant. Like, these bees are showing me how abundant I am. Bees are a sign of abundance from the universe. Or you can make your own signs of abundance. For example, the flower birds of paradise. One of my mentors told me that she used that as a sign of abundance because they're all over California, so like it's abundant. And so every time she would see the flower birds of paradise, that was like her signal of abundance. So I took that on as my own sign. And now whenever I am on a walk and I see the birds of paradise flower, I'm just like, yes, I'm so abundant. I see that flower, that's my reminder, I'm so abundant. Abundance is coming, I'm taken care of. And how cool is that to go outside and have those visual reminders? You're abundant, you're abundant. So what do you want to create as signs of abundance? You can use things that are already known for abundance, like 88 and bees. Please use those. And you can also come up with your own signs to add to that as well. Because you're constantly getting these, again, visual reminders that automatically make your mind go, I'm abundant. Yes, I'm blessed. I am supported. Rather than what we've been conditioned to think of, I'm broke. I can't do this. Money's hard to get. Like, all of that conditioning, we have to let that go. And the last tip that I'm sharing with you is something that I've shared a lot, but it's very important. I want you to start being very conscious of the thoughts that you're thinking around money and the words that you're speaking around money. We oftentimes play it down or complain about financial situations because, for one, we have been trained to feel a lot of discomfort around it, but it's also been something that we've learned is relatable. Like, oh, I can't, oh my gosh, money, oh, I gotta pay the bills. And we've bonded over this struggle. But I challenge you to catch yourself when you're speaking limiting words, when you are affirming, I have no money, I am broke, this is so expensive, or any other limitation. Catch yourself in those moments and go, whew, the words I speak are creating my reality. Is this the reality that I want to create? And maybe using the affirmation, I am rich, when you have no money in the bank feels like a lie. You do not have to start saying I am rich if you don't like that. But can we switch it to something a little more comfortable? I am open to receiving abundance. Like, instead of I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm open to receiving abundance. I'm welcoming money in. I'm open to it. And then you can adjust as you go. And one day you're gonna be like, hey, I'm freaking rich. I'm wealthy. And that's a good thing. I'm free. I can live a life of freedom. I can support causes that I care about. I can travel when I want. I can help my family when I want. I have no restraints. I feel free. That's all we want. And again, remembering, what does freedom feel like and how can I tap into that more? And everything I do, what energy is coming with that? Is it the energy of freedom and expansiveness and joy and relief? Or is it boxing you in, caging you in, feeling restrictive, feeling fearful? Because if that's the energy of it, that's your signal that we need to reassess. So I hope that this was helpful. It's a continual process of letting go of the restriction we're putting on ourselves. So again, thank you to Found for sponsoring this video. Again, Found is self-employed banking. It's an all-in-one platform for tracking expenses, receipts, taxes, invoices. You actually have your money in there. It is a bank itself, and it takes a lot of that pressure off of being a business owner, which anyone can do. You can start your own business, your own side hustle, and really experience your own personal financial freedom through that. So I highly encourage that. Again, that is linked down below. Check it out. And as mentioned, I'm giving away 2 books, You're a Badass at Making Money and A Happy Pocket Full of Money. So to enter, you first of all must be subscribed. You must click the like button and then leave a comment down below letting me know your name, your country, and what financial freedom would look like to you. What would your life look like if you were just fully financially supported? Because I truly believe by answering that question, by expressing that, you're allowing yourself to tap into that energy. And also let me know which book excites you a little more. You're a Badass at Making Money, which is a great starter book for money manifestation, or A Happy Pocket Full of Money, which is much more deep and like quantum, I would describe that as. So yeah, letting me know which of those 2 books is more exciting for you, and I will be picking a winner for that. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. I'm wishing you all abundance. All right, goodbye guys.